Hi, I am back. So yesterday I had talked about that recipe that I did for my future daughter-in-law and my daughter to eat like on her way to work with the rice and chicken and broccoli, and it worked out so good. I'm actually just made another batch to take for my daughter to eat before she goes to work, um, before I head back to town for my third trip for today. But anyway, it worked out really, really good. And then yesterday I had mentioned about the Snickers and apple dessert, and I said vanilla jello. I don't even know if they make that. I meant pudding. So vanilla pudding is what you want to use. So anyway, my other recipe that I was going to talk about today, another really easy one, crock pot. I normally don't like pork chops, but this way I do like them. So take about 3 or 4 pork chops, take a pack of ranch powdered dressing, whatever you call it, pour that on top, and then a can of cream of chicken soup on top. Cover it maybe 4 to 6 hours on low. Really good, and then it makes a really good gravy. You could make like a white rice or boxed mashed potatoes next to it, or to put on the gravy on top of. Sorry, I got sidetracked. I heard my iRobot. So anyway, and I love boxed mashed potatoes. I think they're so handy. I think they're really good actually, and they're just so handy. So that's my recipe. It's really quick, really easy. I had talked about my iRobots like the second video that I had made a while ago, and I thought I was going to talk about them again because if you didn't listen to me the first in the beginning, then you wouldn't have heard. I have these iRobots that I love. Okay, I highly recommend them. Right now, I put them. Let me see if I can move this. I moved my bar stools and I put them right there, and then I put another one over there, and then it had shut itself off because I hadn't turned it on yet. Oops, hold on. So it's gonna take off and it's gonna clean right along that edge, really, really thorough. And it's gonna because I started them right here, they're going to go back and forth here really good. And then they'll probably go and cover other areas, and then they will go back and finish there. And they'll run for like 2.5 hours each. So I'll probably leave, I'll come back, I'll stick them on the charger, and then later tonight, after everybody goes to bed, I will turn them back on. I told you before, I have to have my floors perfect. Okay, my floors have to be spotless. My number one golden rule that I talked about in the beginning: no shoes. Absolutely no shoes are ever allowed in my house, ever. Okay. One exception was a couple weeks ago. I got a new washing machine. They couldn't go in just their socks, and they couldn't wear my shoe booties that I give my guys to cover their shoes because it was too slippery and they would have fallen because my washing machine is upstairs. But other than that, never do shoes touch my floor. That is my number one golden rule. That is why my floors last longer and it keeps them cleaner. But there's also, just from people walking, you drop fuzzies, hair, just dust in the air on my floors, which I do not like. I need my floors to be perfect. So my little robots go all over my floor. I run them all day. Last night, or yesterday I should say, I put one upstairs in my hall. Okay, it went all the way down the hall. I had all the bedrooms closed. So it went all the way down the hall, and it got to my bedroom, went in, went through my bathroom, went into my closet. It was unbelievable. The entire hallway, it circled all around there on its own and into my bedroom over there. And then I had put one in my one son's bedroom, and I shut the door, put a little tower in there, turned him on, and he ran and cleaned the floor underneath the bed, underneath the dressers. They are amazing. I know I talk about these things so much. You would think that I actually get paid from the company to talk about them, but I don't. That would be so great if I did get paid from them, but I don't. I just like to share helpful tips to help moms out that are busy, just to help in life with cleaning tips. That's the whole point of this. So to me, if you have hardwood, even like my basement is cement that is like stained. I guess it has a stain on it. That's a smooth surface. Any smooth surface that you have, these iRobots are unbelievable. They just do great. So anyway, that's what I was going to talk about. So my cleaning germ avoiding tip would be like another out in public avoidance. Okay, so when I go to the grocery store, I always scan my own groceries. My kids hate it because they think it takes so long, the machine stops, and I got to get a helper, a worker to scan their card. I don't care. Okay, it saves it. People are not. Another person isn't having to touch my groceries. Okay, many reasons I don't. First of all, I don't like how they bag them. I'm a perfectionist. I like them to be bagged the way I want them. Second of all, I don't want someone else touching my groceries. Okay, someone else's hands, which are dirty. Then, this one really blows my mind. When someone licks their fingers to open the bags because they're stuck, which guess what? I bag all the time and the bag gets stuck. I just sit there wrestling with it till I get it open. They lick their fingers to open the bag. Oh my gosh, now your spit is on my bag? Your spit is now on my groceries? I can't even. Literally, I almost lose my mind. Our Target used to not have self-checkouts, so they'd have to bag them, scan them for me. And I would cringe and freak and have to hold my tongue when I saw a worker lick their fingers, okay? Now that they have self-checkouts, that's where I go. Every single time. All the stores I go to, I take that back. There was one store the other day. Actually, there are other stores, I shouldn't say all the time, that I do have to, like makeup stores, little stores like that in the mall. You can't self-checkout. But when I'm going with a big order, wherever I go, I can self-checkout. So those are my reasons for that. I had told you also when I go to the grocery store, on my cart, like pretend that's my cart, I put wipes. So my hand lays on the wipe, not the cart. So when I go, because you can't touch those carts, they're disgusting, I told you. When I go to like the freezer section or the dairy and I have to open that door, I use the wipe to touch the door, take it off my cart and use it to open the door. I'm now not having to touch the doors. They don't disinfect those. They never go around and wipe off the handles in the dairy aisle. They don't have that kind of time. So that stuff is dirty. So you just avoid it. Doorknobs in general, okay? When I leave my own house, okay, and I get in my car, I instantly either use a wipe or hand sanitizer because I've just touched the doorknobs of my own house, which doorknobs are so dirty. People come in and out of them with their outside hands, from being out in public. They're filthy. So when I get in my car from leaving my own house, I use hand sanitizer. If I go to my parents' house and I go inside, I go straight to the sink and wash, just like I do in my own house. When I leave someone's house, I get to the car, I clean my hands with a wipe or hand sanitizer. Doorknobs are disgusting. It's literally, I avoid touching a doorknob at any cost that I can because I literally hate, because they're so dirty. People's hands are so dirty, they're touching it. It's one of the things in public that totally grosses me out. So I hope you like this. I hope it was helpful. Hope you enjoyed it. Give me a thumbs up. Like I said, give me a comment, a recipe, something funny, whatever. Just give me a thumbs up, subscribe. Hope you have a good day. Be kind and be clean. Bye-bye.